Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to C.C. Wynn High School's production of Spirit of Hispania. Tonight we're presenting two ghost stories by Jules Daska. We will now begin with Maria.
Buenas noches a todos. Yo soy Señora Cuentista, the storyteller. Every land has a storyteller to keep its tall tales alive. These stories that a country gives forth are a record of the people's spirit. You cannot find this spirit in history books or newspapers, though they do have good information in them. No, it is the folk tales that are free enough to take on life, magic, and allow dreams and laughter to splice through the doom and gloom of humanity. So, bienvenido! Welcome to the Spirit of Hispania. Come with me as we float through a world where rabbits become men, alligators speak, and witches cackle, and ghosts haunt. A world full of greed, but of love too. Ooh, yeah. Since we have the rain, you might as well begin with the story of Maria. A place in northern Mexico called Ascension. There is a section called Montes de Vida. An old man was living there when a storm came rolling in and made it darker than when the owls were ready to hoot. His horse got scared and ran off, leaving the old man alone in the downpour.
Hello there, muchacha. Are you lost? Are you alright? I won't harm you. I'm not a bandido. No, don't go. I'll stay right here. I won't chase you. See, what are you doing out in such a storm?
I heard your horse.
Lightning spooked the poor thing. That is why I wait here.
Not many people come up into these hills. Maybe God has sent you, senor.
Why? What is it? You need help?
It is my brother, Jose.
What about your brother? Where is he?
At home, just right over the hills, muy enfermo. So sick that I'm scared, senor. Senor, what is it?
Where are your mother and father, muchacha?
My name is Maria de Sueños. My mother's buried in the back 2 years. My father was a hunter. He was killed by a big mountain cat 6 months ago. Jose and I, we've been making do. We eat nuts and wild fruit and... Who is that?
No one. My frightened horse coming back. What is it you intend to do up here in these hills alone?
The Esperanza farm is in the first valley. We intend to go there and work for pesos, but Jose has been sick. Can you help?
He's got a bad infection, Maria. Muy mala. His lungs are full and he's got a fever.
Oh, senor, if you could make him better, I would come down from these hills and go to your village. I would scrub your floors.
I don't have to scrub my floors. All men are servants to those in need. ¿Comprende usted?
I know you can help. I know it. Jose is all I have. I love him so much.
He is a strong boy. And I am Luis, a stubborn old man.
But it is serious, no, Luis?
I won't lie. The angel of death is in this room.
The angel of death? No!
Yes, I've seen my share of family and friends walk away with this one. Had many fights, mano a mano. With that angel, you never know. Sometimes you win, and sometimes you lose. We will know by morning. Go to the spot where you first saw me. There my horse will be waiting. Ride it back here. In the saddlebag is some food and the birds that I've shot.
I will run. Truly God has sent you. Gracias a usted y gracias a Dios.
Jose, listen to me, muchacho. Talk to me. You are very sick. I need you to fight. You have much to live for. Your sister Maria is the most beautiful angel that God has ever created. None compare. I need you to take care of her. I need you to fight. Fight? Fight? Yes, fight. I must fight. Yes, fight the angel with the black eyes. Fight like an animal will say. Hear me. Stick out your claws and fight. 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 Maria?
He's cold. I think he's dead.
No. The fever's broken, that's all.
It has?
Yes, we have beaten the angel with the black eyes.
Jose.
Maria.
Amen. Sent by God.
Try to sit up, Jose. Maria, some food for him? Food, but we have no food.
Luis brought some Jose. I made a fine estofado.
The meat in the stew will give you back your strength. Eat and rest now. You have fought well. Maria, give him all he likes.
I will, but what about you? You've been gone all night. Will your family be worried?
I have no family, but yes, it is time to go back.
No family? No one?
My wife died many years ago, and my daughter has married and moved off into the California territory.
You are the most special man I have ever met. You've given me the gift of my brother's life. I will never forget.
Adios, muchacha. Adios to you both.
Luis had never fallen in love with anyone deeper than he had with Maria, in waking or in sleeping. She roamed in his mind in image and in dream. His thoughts of her, though pleasant, were also a torture. He longed so much for her. The beauty of Montes de Vida had taken his heart, and he had to tell someone. But who? They were all after him. Maria, she in the spring of life, and he in the lonely autumn. Weeks had passed, and finally he had to tell his secret. So he went to church, La Iglesia de San Pedro.
Padre,
Luis, how are you?
not so well, Padre.
Then kneel and tell me your troubles. So?
Padre, my heart is going to break.
Luis, what is it?
Just this. I have fallen in love with a young girl. She is no more than 18 years.
18?
And the most beautiful angel in all of creation.
And what is it you think you should do?
I want to tell her of my love.
For what reason?
To marry her, Padre. To marry her.
Marriage.
Yes, Padre. I want to marry her.
Marriage. Marriage, Luis, is the joining of two in God's holy name. To love and have family. Is this why you feel as you do? Or is this merely the devil's lust?
How could you call it the devil's lust?
Luis, think. If you married a girl of 18 and she bore you children, how long would it be until she was a poor widow, begging in the streets for suelto,
Yes.
or a few small coins to feed her brood?
Yes, I know.
If you know that, then what are you feeling? My good neighbor, as I see it, this is the broadest temptation.
Temptation? No, I don't think.
Temptation comes to a man alone as it did to Jesus in the desert. You must pray as Jesus did. That is when you have strength and he that has none.
Yes.
I will pray for you, but you must pray temptation away just as hard yourself, Luis.
Yes, you make sense, Father. I will pray. I promise I will.
Le bendijo en el nombre del Padre, del Hijo y del Espíritu Santo.
Luis tried to pray. He really did. But God seemed not to hear. And when he begged God to make his desire for Maria go away, he burst into tears, and his love for her became even stronger.
Forgive me, Lord. Forgive me, please. I pray only for the sight of Maria.
The next morning, he got into his horse and rode through the hills and down to the first valley, where he knew Maria y Jose would be working at Esperanza farm.
Jose? Who? Oh, it is you who fought the angel of death with me! Maria, ven rápido! I was passing by, resting my horse, when I remembered you said you would be working here. How are you getting along? Que bien, I'm as strong as a black bull! The old year is good to us! That is good to hear, Jose. Here, take an apple. It's sweet as life itself! Thank you, Jose. And
What is it? I was just putting the tortillas in the oven and Luis! What are you doing up here in the farmlands?
He came to see us, Nota. She always speaks of you. I told her she will see you again sometime. I was passing by, resting my horse, when I remembered you said you would be working here. I often wonder about you. And Jose, I am glad to see you are both in good hands. It is a vast farm, a paradise.
Yes, we have not seen all the acres yet ourselves.
We were going to come down to the village sometime to pay you a visit.
We always talk about it, but there's always so much work here that...
Maria, where are you? The oven is hot. Maria!
I'm sorry, I must get back to work.
Señor Esperado. I will see you again sometime.
I hope so.
Take good care of your sister, Jose. Don't worry about her, Luis. I think Señor Esperado's eldest son is going to ask for her hand in marriage. He is? Yes, and if that happens, she will become a part of all of this and have nothing to worry about a kid. No, I suppose not.
On the way home, Luis vowed to never see Maria again. He drank more tequila that night than he normally did, because he thought if God's prayer could not take his love for Maria away, then surely tequila could, right? He was unfortunately mistaken. So he wrote plates, cups, picture frames that hold remembrances of his old life, and even the mirror that once stood proudly in his bedroom, now shattered into millions of reflections of his misery. In the morning, he hopped on his horse and rode the opposite direction of Montes de Vida, where Maria lived. He was so worn out from the night previously that he dozed in his saddle. And when he awoke, he had found that his horse had taken him far into the marshlands and onto the doorstep of Señora Araña. Señora Araña was a woman that nobody wanted anything to do with, because, well, rumor had it she was una bruja, a witch.
Buenos días, Luis.
How do you know who
I know things when I see people. For instance, you're thinking I'm the most horrible looking woman in Mexico. Don't deny it.
Look, I did not come here to...
No need to apologize. An outcast has to know a lot of things. That is how an outcast survives, by knowing more than the casket through grout. Drink. drink heartily. That is why you came to me.
Yes, then, you really are a...
Everyone's a witch. Just not everyone has the guts to cultivate that side of themselves.
Cultivate? Cultivate what?
La verdad. To be a witch, you must always tell the truth. You must admit that the 7 deadly sins are just simply 7 lively virtues. Ordinary hombres lie not to hurt other men's feelings. They code the truth with dark cunning in order to make it invisible. I always told the truth, senor. That is why them in the village banished me to the swamps.
And you have no power but to tell the truth?
With truth, power seems to come. It's magia, wondrous magic.
Then tell me the truth about myself, if you can.
The truth is sadly.
Come now, tell me the truth about Luis. Let's see you do your stuff.
Are you sure?
Senora, yes.
Very well. It is a truth as ancient as time. You are old. He is young. And I cannot think of anybody as beautiful as Maria de Montes de Vida. What's wrong, Senor Luis?
You truly are a witch.
Now take that hard look away. I am not the one who gave you your years. The devil of time did. You're so old, and how many years do you have to give her? See what they done to me? I always told the truth. And it's the very worst thing an ordinary man could hear. The very worst.
And what am I going to do?
You have 2 options. You could go home and wait for the devil with the black eyes,
Or what, senora?
or you could become young again and take the girl for your own.
Become, but once a man has spent his years, they are gone forever. How can I become young again?
I told you, the truth, power seems to come.
And if you have such power, why do you not make yourself young again?
No estoy enamorada. I love and never will be. A witch is too smart to give a part of himself. My negocio, love. You give, and give until you're more the other person than you are of your own self. A witch refers herself to all others.
I would give my all to Maria.
Todo?
Yes, all.
As you wish, senor.
As I wish, but are there words to be said? Must I kill animals? Must I drink some foul broth of dead things?
Now don't lose your head altogether, senor Luis. You hear too much gossip about witches in the cantina while drinking your tequila.
But then what must I do?
You do nothing. I am the witch. Your soul has come to me and I have simply said yes.
But,
Now go home and you will soon see you'll be young again.
but,
Váyase, señor. Váyase.
As Luis set out to home through the bleak swamp, he could still hear the witch's hideous laugh for miles out, until it blended in with the cry of a passing raven. And eventually was carried off into the night. When Luis got home, he thought that the meeting with him and the witch seemed like a dream. He was muy cansado, weary, in fact, that he had begun to doubt that all that the hag had told him, until finally the angel of sleep granted him the rest of many hours.
Dios mío, I'm young. I am as I was. Young. María de sueños. Amor de mi vida. I am young.
Luis was so excited and was overcome with happiness that he bolted from his home and into the sleepy Mexican morning. His voice now a carillon of joy and laughter.
Oh, Padre, how old you look.
How old I look.
I am sorry. I mean to say.
I don't even know you. Who are you?
Who am I? Why, well, I am taking care of Don Luis's house. I'm from the hills.
And where's Luis?
Luis went up to the California territory to visit his daughter.
Oh, I understand. It was a wise decision he made, yes. Que Dios lo bendiga. It is a phrase a young man cannot understand. And where are you running to so early?
Where?
Yes, where?
Ninguna parte, padre. Running to nowhere.
Running to nowhere? Running to nowhere, muchacho, is a riddle for a heathen sage to figure out. When a Christian is in the parish of San Pedro, it should be to somewhere.
Yes, I know. I was just running because today is wonderful and the world is beautiful.
Whenever I see a young man's legs move as fast as yours and shouting out, I think maybe a muchacha has something to do with it.
No, padre. No.
No? Está bien. I let you go on your way.
Thank you, padre.
Remember though, if it is a young girl, that passion is made by the wink of the devil and is to be found in the eye of God nowhere.
Yes, padre. I will remember that. Oh, but he does not understand. I love her as the moon loves the night.
Back at his house, Luis washed himself slowly, his hands running over his muscles and savoring the firmness of his newfound youth. He ate a hearty meal of cheese and some cornmeal, then jumped on his horse and rode down to Esperado Farm. When he stepped on the farmhouse gate, he saw her, Maria. Her beauty had doubled in his now youthful sight.
Silencio, be quiet now. Do not be afraid. It is that you guards are to him. Every stranger is the enemy.
I am not afraid of anything.
My name is Maria. Senor Esperado is not here right now. Might I help you with anything? Are you lost?
Oh no, not at all. If I could have some water, I would be grateful, señorita.
Agua? You may have all the water you want. Beba usted.
Thank you, and I apologize for staring at you, but you are the most wonderful-looking girl I've ever seen, señorita.
Thank you, senor.
It is, señorita, is it not? You are not married, are you?
No, I am not.
What? How is that possible? An angel like you? You better be careful when I call on your family for your hand myself.
Thank you for your fountain of fine words, but I will probably never marry.
Oh, and why not?
It's not that I haven't been asked. The owner's son just proposed. It is just that the one I love could not love me.
What? That I cannot believe. Who is this tonto, this fool who could not love you?
He is no fool. He is a great man.
Oh, and where does this great man live? Donde?
Way off in the village. His name is Luis.
Luis. Old man Luis?
The same.
You love Luis.
You know him?
Yes, I know him. I mean to say, how could you love that old man?
He's not that old. And besides, a girl gives her love to he who moves her heart. Love does not see age, only the man.
And why did you not tell him how you felt?
He is a great man. He's seen enough of the world to know how to beat the angel of death. He is a saint, but he would laugh at me. Me, a young farm girl wet behind the ears. Anyone could see how wrong we would be, me and him.
Yes, he is too old for you.
But I think about him all the time.
You need someone your own age.
Mi mala suerte. My heart tells me to love him.
Maria, rápido, where are you?
I must go, but drink all you like.
Luis wanted to tell Maria whom he loved, who he was. But he feared that if she, Maria so pure of heart, found that he had taken favors from a witch, Maria would avoid him forever. So he drifted his horse down through the hills and to his home in the village, where he sat up all night in despair. When morning came, it brought a knock into his door.
Buenos dias, and to you also. I told that Luis lives here. Yes, he does, but he is not here right now. Do you need something? Yes, my sister Maria's gone off. Gone off? Gone off where? Can't stop it. When I got up this morning, she was gone. Who knows? Her bed had not been slept in. She's not at the farm where we work. She had a fondness for Luis. I thought that if something was to happen, she would come here to him. She never comes here, but I will help you search the hills for her. She's never done anything like this before, and I am stung by fear.
The two boys rode off this way and that, in all of Maria's favorite places. A small brook, a small clearing of blue wildflowers, and a cliff a wild, feisty bird used to nest on. They called her name out in all directions. Worn out, they returned to Maria Jose's house in the hills.
¿Quién es usted?
It is me, your sister, Maria.
My sister Maria is a beautiful young girl. What have you done with her? ¿Qué es esto?
So you must understand, my love is Luis who gave you your life. He has many years, and now so have I, mi mancha de nacimiento.
Birthmark? Who are you?
It is me, Maria. I found a way to become perfect for Luis.
No!
I was going to tell you before going down to the village to see him. Look at me. Look at my face. I am Maria.
It is, but how? She went to Llorona in the swamp. It is the only way.
Who are you? What are you saying? What have you to do with us?
You went to Senora Araña, the one they call La Bruja. She's the only devil in Mexico who could have done such evil.
I'm sorry, Jose, but
nothing, I will kill her.
you didn't kill her. She only did what I asked her to. In fact, she went out of her way to try to talk me out of it.
But you did it all for nothing.
What are you saying? Who are you?
Maria, it is I, Luis. But Luis, your heart wants. You? Yes, me. That which is no friend of man. If she not tell you that she made me young for the love of you. Dios mío.
But yesterday, why didn't you tell me?
I was afraid to tell you, Maria.
Luis!
How does one find this place of evil? There is no clear road. When you want to find it, you just do.
That is true. Jose, no!
Jose! If he clears, there'll be no way to keep us back. Por favor, Jose!
The two lovers became frightened that Jose would kill the witch before they could undo her nasty little spell. Luis hired a carriage at Esperado Farm, and he and Maria drove wildly into the wetlands.
I do not think Jose has found this place. God has spared him.
Hola.
You! What have you done to us?
Only what you asked for, Chico.
You are a witch out of hell.
Now don't blame me for what a young girl's desires were on, señorita. Or, is it señora? Have you two been married yet?
So cruel!
Me cruel? I warned you both about love. I warned her more than I warned you.
We made a horrible mistake to come here.
I can see that. You look like mother and son.
Pilar, old one, please. Have pity on us. You had your laugh. No, make us back as we were. Maria held in her the beauty of creation. Give it back.
And he only wanted to be a boy to have me. But I am the man. Please, make us as we are in nature.
Can you do it?
I can do anything, but I must have something in return.
What? There was no price when you made me young.
Truth is, in order to extract something out of someone, you must first get them into position. That is the first lesson a woman of the earth learns. And now you two lovers are in position.
Stop! Tell us what you want.
Truth is, I'm an old woman. I need a strong young man to help me out around the house, to tend the animals, chop some wood. I need a labriego here.
A farmhand?
Yes, with 3 years of hard work, You will soon go back to being good old Luis. And she will go back to being Maria, the girl whose beauty struck to men's eyes at first sunlight.
Nunca. 3 years of hard labor, no.
Those are my terms, señorita.
And what about Maria? What must she do for 3 years?
She should go home and never utter a word about her bargain.
A wicked bargain!
I am only doing what a witch does best.
Mujer desgraciada, when my brother finds you, he will kill you.
Your brother Jose? He's not gonna be doing anything other than butting heads against trees and eating grass.
What is he saying?
No! No, Maria, por el amor de Dios, no. You can't kill her. She has thought of everything.
Me? Todo? Everything?
Yes, the 3 of us are trapped. She has thought of everything.
I have thought of nothing. I only turned the cards that were given to me and see what comes up. You two will still not face the truth, lovers.
What is the truth? Horn of evil?
Love is always a foolish gamble.
In order to save everyone, including himself, the boy did the witch's bidding. There's no command that he could refuse, and she worked him as if he were 10 men. He even built a new house for her.
Fit for a queen.
He cut down trees.
Now the crops keep in the crops.
He plowed, he sowed, and harvested corn and tomatoes.
And even tobacco for my pipe.
By the 3rd year, the witch was as comfortable as a lizard under a cool rock. And for 3 years, Maria was as miserable as she could be, living without the sight of the man that she loved, and without her brother, who was her only family. On the day that the 3 years were up, she set out in the middle of the night in order to be by Senora Araña's doorstep by dawn.
You are wild tonight, because tomorrow is the day. Yes, I would do the same, but I am so tired. Estoy muy cansado. I could sleep for a year, even though in the morning we will see Maria again. It'll be like a fiesta, no? The biggest fiesta of our whole lives. Remember, even though in the morning I will be old again, I will be the same inside as I am now. I will love her, you understand? She is the center of me. She is life to me. ¿Comprendes? Vete, go on now, let me sleep. I'm a Rasta, senor! I'm a mannequin! Praise the Lord, I'm a mannequin! Luis, wake up! Today's the day! Luis, wake up! Maria, it's really you!
Jose, our dear brother in heaven, knows how much I miss you.
We must wake him up! He will save me a second time, Luis!
Luis, mi amor, Luis.
He's gone.
No.
The witch knew he could not last 3 years. When the young Luis worked, the old Luis got older. The witch knew he could not last. That he was waiting with the black eyes.
Que descanse en paz.
Yes, may he rest in peace.
Foolish gamble or not, Maria kept this memory of his love sacred to her soul forever, because she knew that neither the Padre's prayers nor webs of evil from any church or swamp with any power could diminish their eternity, because folklore has made it immortal. No spirit of España could exist without a ghost story. Every Day of the Dead, El Día de los Muertos, someone, somewhere, tells the new generation the most famous ghost story of all. La Llorona. La Llorona, the wailing woman. It is said that she still haunts the dark from Arizona to Mexico. However, her story started long, long ago in Merida, back when the Spaniards ruled the romantic days of the Cape and the Sword.
Are you finished yet?
Patience, Don Horacio. Patience. You're going to find this way up. En una obra de arte. On the day of your marriage, all of Merida will wonder how
Don't you hear it? Listen, Taylor. You not hear that sobbing?
the peaceful night brings.
I hear it. I heard it last night in the kitchen when I was giving final instructions for the wedding fiesta. Now it's louder or closer. Listen.
Don Horacio, I hear nothing. You.
There, look! He saw the Indian girl at my window. No, you were dead.
Dona Camila, someone help, please. Don Horacio is ill, por favor. Dona Camila.
Horacio, what is it, my son?
Look here. He's coming around again. But there's a look in his eye. It is like growth.
His father's illness. It has disturbed his mind.
I don't know. He said
Said what? Speak up, Taylor.
he saw an Indian girl here in this room.
Again with this Indian girl? Last night the cook saw me, said,
It's nothing, Mother. I'm all right now.
who is this Indian girl?
Taylor, go now, please. It's nothing, Mother. It's just a little lightheadedness. I'm sorry I alarmed you. What a burden I am.
The specter of Isana, the Indian girl, is roots that runs deep down inside Don Horacio. She was a part of him as much as his own heart was a part of himself. But when she was still alive, he tried to deny it. And so, that is why
only tragedy can come of this, my little sister.
I love him.
No, Isana, you're an Indian girl. Indiancita. He treats you as if you're a plaything, a stuffed doll.
He loves me.
Indiancita. He will never let you forget it. Indiancita.
Don Horacio loves me.
Don Horacio cannot afford to love you. He is a Spanish noble.
Oh, my brother. I've borne him 3 babies.
So, did they in the fine stone house where he and his family live? No. They're here in the sun with palm leaves for a roof. And for toys, they have twigs and stones.
He gives me money to keep us going.
His few coins are not up to tragedy.
No, he loves me. Soon his father will die. He's old and ill. Then Don Horacio will be free to marry the woman he loves.
You do not understand, my little sister. Don Horacio is a Spaniard in his world. What you tell does a grave sin.
How can the Spaniards view love as a sin, oh?
It is what it's called inside them. Sister, all their cousins and evil spirits are gathered high, as stiff as death.
But Don Horacio's sights are as clear as an Indian's. He knows
His father also calls him sacred, and he has a mighty power with the young Don. When I worked up there this week, digging in the well, I heard the windows were wide open so the old man can easily take the in. He listens by his father's side, his eyes are close and sad, and he listens to his father's plans for his future. I speak to this Isana tonight. Isana thinks that you have his future.
But I must be. I am his children.
To the old man dying, Indians are not real people. There are only shadows of people. Indian Sita. If they knew about the hill about children, they would shun them. They look up ahead to us, Indian children go to we. Take us the wells, give us the corn. We sell blankets. They do not see him as a woman to come.
Don Horacio thinks nothing like that.
He is his father's son, just as he is her father's daughter. The doors that come to this world are as different for them up on the hill.
I will never give him up, Uncle. Never. I know he loves me.
The sorrow behoves until all the stars of the sky have gone out. I saw in a dream last night, walking your face covered, moaning and wailing that I feel tears blood, and you're begging for death as I beg your peace for food.
He's here. My love is here.
Your death is here.
Buenas noches, Saúl.
I'll go tend to the children.
What's the matter with him? And you, what is it, Indecita?
My brother, he speaks to me like wind before the storm.
Why does he trouble you?
He hides more than he shows. He hears things up on the hill where you live.
What has he told you?
Do you love me?
What has Saúl said?
If you love me,
If? How could you say that?
then what does my brother hear up on the hill?
He hears that my father's last wish before he dies is to see me married.
Is that a sorrow? My brother speaks of sorrows.
Yes, I suppose it is a sorrow.
Why sorrow? You'll tell your father of our love, then we will marry!
Indecita, my father has already selected my bride.
Your father has...
It's her custom. It's a way to unite two prosperous families.
But surely wants you to him about me and about his beautiful
Dios mío,
bride.
dame la fuerza. Indecita, I can't marry you.
Oración.
It tears my mind this way and that, the way you break open a peach.
And Horacio, you have come here today to tell me what?
I have come to tell you that I must marry another.
No, don't shoot such arrows at me, no!
Ixana, I had to tell you.
No, your father must understand you love me if I can speak to him and tell him.
He's a man of the old world. It would be battle enough if I brought you up there as a guest. It would kill him if I took you as a wife, and if he found out about the children, he would find a way to kill us both before he died.
I cannot live in this life without you.
I know. There is so much pain for all, but we cannot always follow our hearts. Our customs are strong also.
But you love me. If your customs keep you from love, then your customs are evil.
Be that true or not, it's my heritage. It's in my father's old eyes and in my mother's loving heart. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Indecita. I'll send money down each week for the care of you all. It's a weak gesture, I know, but it's all I can do. I must go now.
Don't go.
Ixana.
We have to find a way. I'll wear Spanish dress and I'll paint my hair to look like a Spanish woman. I'll go to him and I'll tell him.
No, it would never work. Never.
Think of the years of our love that has flowed with no beginning or end, like the great river. You love me, Horacio. You do. I'm yours and I will always be. And you are mine. You will always be.
Ixana, I must go.
No, we must find a way.
What way? There is no way. Oh yes, maybe.
Maybe what?
Maybe if you didn't have the children. Maybe if you didn't have the babies. Maybe. Oh God, I don't know what I'm saying.
If I didn't have...
What I'm saying is, if you didn't have the children, you'd be a pretty little Indian girl that has my heart, but with the children and their eyes up there, you'd be a sinner. A sinner, they'd say, who leads men to sin.
But the children of men are their treasures on earth.
But that's not how they think up there in Indecita. 3 children. 3 children with no blessing of the sacrament of marriage and no cleansing of original sin.
They wouldn't love their grandchildren?
No, the children we hold so dear are a disgrace.
No.
Yes, that's why I said that if we didn't have the children, there might be a chance, but there is none. None at all. All I can say is goodbye and God protect you.
No, come back! Come back, please! Come back! Come back.
Carelessness. He is gone now. Let him go. I heard as well as you from his old man's lips. It was as if sparks in the fire pierced deep inside my ears. You're an Indian girl, and your children are a disgrace.
Neither Don Horacio nor Isana could break the love that joined their spirits. She did nothing but sit by the river, a silent monument to grief. And he tried to forget her. He tried so hard to forget her and to think of his wedding to Juanita Caldes. But he became melancholy. When he went to confession to cleanse his soul for his wedding mass, he told the priest, Padre, I have sinned.
Then tell me your sins, and I will forgive them. Es la manera de Cristo.
Padre, I have loved to grown out of my custom.
Customs have a reason, Horacio. Customs keep us from straying into the path of unhappiness.
Really, Padre?
Yes, they do.
But I loved her.
Then why are you here? One does not confess love to a priest.
No sé, Padre.
Then what are you confessing?
You see, it was love. But it was also a sin. It was an Indian girl, and there are children.
So, I see. Children, ¿cuántos hijos?
3, Padre. 3 beautiful children. How is it a sin?
La cola del diablo. You grab the devil's tail and let go until the corruption remains. An Indian girl.
Yes, Padre.
And 3 indecitos? Well, you aren't the first sinner, Don Horacio, and you will not be the last.
Then what you're saying is, what I feel is guilt. Is that why I feel so lost and so empty?
Yes. Sin empties the sinner of God's grace, and through the sacrament of your confession, I rid you of your guilt.
Really, Padre?
Yes.
Thank you.
¿Se arrepiente?
Yes, Padre, I am sorry.
And you promise never to commit such an act again?
Yes, Padre, I am wiser now, I can assure you. I am to be married now to Juanita Caldes. I want so much to love her.
You will, young Don Horacio. Marriage to a woman of your own kind will bring you joy and happiness. You are now clean and free, purgado y libre.
I am?
Yes, fear no more. You will learn to love young Juanita.
Gracias, Padre. Gracias.
The confession made Don Horacio feel good. However, this feeling did not last long. You see, on his wedding day, instead of the joy that the Padre had promised,
Mexico's finest wedding.
Yes, Juanita, yes.
My sweet Horacio, they're still dancing.
I'm happy it all went as planned, my bride.
But Horacio, you had such a serious face all day through. Why now still con una cara seria?
I wondered all day how the travel marriages got intended.
Well, don't wonder so much, my husband hugged me. And so begins our life together, see? What is it?
I thought it was finished.
What was finished?
Don't you hear it?
Hear what, Horacio?
Escucha. Why does no one hear her?
There's no one but us in this wing of the house.
There, look! Look at her! You do not see that? Then I am mad. I am mad the same way as she is. Why do you torture me? Why?
To what
Why?
devil are you talking to, Horacio? Horacio, who do you see? Horacio, come to bed. Come to bed and let me
No.
comfort you.
You don't understand. She won't let me. Don't you see what she's doing? Don't you see her? Does no one see her? Does no one hear her? Does no one?
Horacio, don't go!
Now, you may be asking, why does Isana hunt on Horacio? Well, the Indian girl believed that Don Horacio would never marry Juanita Calderes. However, when she heard that the date was set and was even announced at the Spanish cathedral in Merida, her throat got swallowed. Her eyes felt like marble stone. And she said to strangers at the market she would visit Don Horacio the next day. These strangers took her for a mad woman and ignored her. However, the next morning,
Ixana!
I have come.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to meet your family.
What?
I'm here to present myself to them. How do I look? How lovely I look. Remember? You bought me this dress. Remember, I wore it only for your eyes. But now, I will see everyone, your family, and they will see me.
Ixana, you must go home. You do look lovely, you do, but you must go back, you must.
But I want to present myself to them.
No, but everyone is still asleep. You must go.
Then you'll go and wake them, my love.
What could you be thinking?
I've come here because I know you want me.
But I told you that there can be nothing more for us.
No, you didn't say that there could be nothing more for us. You said there was a chance.
What chance? I'm to be married to Juanita Caldes now. I explained everything to you.
You said, in your custom, the children were our disgrace.
Ixana,
You said we work for the children. You did us. Oh, what a beautiful veranda. All the stones in perfect order. You did say that, my love. It rang in my ears for days and nights. If it weren't for the children, there might be a chance for us. If it weren't for the children, you said, if it weren't for...
keep your voice down. What are you babbling on about?
You said...
I might have said that, but I was merely thinking out loud. But what I said is just as true now as then.
But that is the good news I bring you.
What good news?
The children. The children.
What about the children? Are they well?
Yes, they are. But the children are no more, Horacio.
What are you talking about?
Gone. Gone from our lives, my love, so now we can be as one.
Gone? Ixana, how gone?
Oh yes, gone.
What are you saying to me?
That the children are gone.
Where are the children?
They have joined their ancestors in the great unknowable.
Ixana, where are the children, Ixana?
All the stones on the veranda are in perfect rows.
Ixana, what happened, Ixana?
Late last night, after Augu went to sleep, I took my little treasure of children down to the river. The moon is my witness. I held them under until their spirits passed into the graves unknown.
Ixana, you're making this up, Ixana.
Don't worry, Horacio. My ancestors will take good care of them just as when my ancestors were here. They took good care of me.
God, she's gone mad! Mad!
Gone mad? Aren't you the one that always said the next life will be better than this one?
Listen to me, Ixana, listen. If what you say is true, you are a killer.
No,
That is not Ixana. You killed them. You killed your own children.
And yours. And yours. The littlest one looks so much like you. That's why I
I
think
can't, Eva, I can't.
I just sent them away so that we can have our love, and that's all.
Love? You're a mad woman. And it's another mente. Get away from me.
But I sent them away so that
We will do nothing.
What? You're not going to marry me?
No, go away.
The moon smiled as their white bubbles broke the water.
Go and never come back here again.
Don't you like my hair? I'm going to be the Don Spanish wife. I'm going to be Don Horacio's wife.
No, Spaniards don't kill those they love. Heartless India, beast. Go, get away from me. Go from the home of civilized people. Go.
The Indian girl raced down the hill, her face hardened like a mask, as she raced back to the river in panic to search for her children, whose lives had dissolved in the dark water.
Children! Children, come back, please! Please come back! Please! And I'll make you all a big breakfast! Please don't run the road as you please! Please come back! Please!
In her madness to bring back her children, she dove under the waters many times, grabbing at mud, pebbles, river reeds, until finally, exhausted, she struck her head on a rock and drowned. Now you know. Now you know why Isana still hunts Don Horacio.
Your father had a wonderful life.
Yes, mother, he did.
Que descanse con Dios. While he lived, God blessed him and his whole family. I'm only sorry he did not get to meet his grandchildren. He so wished for that.
Mother, don't.
Will I live to see the grand flesh of my husband run through these rooms?
You don't understand.
I do understand. Your wife speaks to me. Why do you shun the bride to the priest and God himself have joined to you?
You don't understand. Whenever I am with Juanita, this other, she comes to me. She won't leave me, mother, she won't.
Who is this tormentor? Why do you pace the halls and I never sleep with Horacio?
La Llorona!
Time and time again, I'll tell you there's no crying woman.
You sit in the comfort of this polished room and look to your son for clear, reasoned answers? I stand on a cliff, my mother, and look down at a sea of chaos.
What sea of chaos?
It counts for when you step from the order of this house into the real world.
Your mind is boiling, my son. Tell someone why. Can't you tell someone of your own blood? Those of your own blood have sent you to a world where God loves you. Tell me. Dime, my son.
It is a life so deep in my heart, mother, that I dare not pull it out for anyone. No.
What is it, Horacio?
It is because you asked about it.
Is she here now?
Please don't ask.
You hear her. You hear her.
Eventually, Don Horacio became a recluse. He rarely stepped out of his room anymore, and he slept fitfully with frightful dreams as his only visitors. Until one morning, he stepped out of the house for a respite of fresh air.
Aoku, so early. Before the sun comes, the snake moves.
What are you doing in the woods?
I have waited days and days for you to come out of your nest up on the hill. I have sat here, waiting. I have lived waiting.
I understand how you must hate me.
You can't.
I loved Ixana. I know now. I loved her always.
You know it just enough to satisfy your Spanish tastes. She was my sister.
I know. There was so much pain for all I know.
I know, okay. How? Isana and those little bundles of innocent children drank the deep river's death. My family! And for what?
My life will never be the same either, Aruku.
You have the biggest wedding on all Mexico. 1,000 guests, dancing women, a feast in the market, wine in barrels, and a Spanish bride of the richest class. Of course, your life will never be the same.
You don't understand. I loved Ixana.
You saw that with the heart. And what the Spanish people will love with, huh?
You can never understand. I see that. You'll never know what I've gone through. Listen to me, Aruku. No man will suffer more than I over what happened to Ixana and the children. No man.
Words that God wants to hear, huh?
Nothing I say will ever warm your heart toward me.
Because your bachelor was made by you.
I couldn't marry her, Aruku. My family never would have allowed us to be happy if I did.
Then you could have come to our family.
But I'm bound to my family. I plan to provide for her and the children.
Money for love is a fool's bargain.
I shouldn't expect you to understand. You'll never see my sorrows. That's why I think at best we don't cross paths again.
But you want to cross your path. Don't harass you.
Where did you get that?
I promise on spirits and the children's spirits.
This is not the way. No lo hagas. Think, man. Think. You're not a murderer.
Heart has power of mind. There's spirits and settlements.
Stop, Pauku. Stop this. I've been trained by Master Swordsman.
But you have never known. I have vengeance over my side.
Please don't make me make another corpse. You don't even know how to hold a sword.
I promise to send you over to them.
Stop! Concede now! Give up before you make me kill you! Oh no! It's Ixana! In the forest, look at her!
You don't see in the dark forest, but your dark soul.
Ixana! Tell him to stop this! Tell him someone have to kill him! Tell him spare us both! Spare! Ixana! Where is Ixana? I love Ixana! I love...
She's dead, woman. Remember? You and your cousins have drowned her.
Oh.
So go to her. Go with his parents have no cousins. He is yours now, son. He is yours forever.
And forever, their sad tale be told for the rest of time itself.
At this time, I'd like to thank some people. First of all, I want to thank Mr. Ray Reese in the technology department. Thank you, Ray. Also, thank you. I also want to thank for the parents, all the families. Thank you for letting your kids come and work with me. They're great. And I also want to thank my wife back there, Veronica. She puts up my daughter Abby, who lives in San Antonio. I want to thank Ms. Bruno in the audience. She always helps me a lot. Thank you, Ms. Bruno. We'll begin with with the crew, beginning with the stage manager for Maria. We'll do Maria first. This is Maria's stage manager was Abigail Horta. And working the sound was Jerry Zuniga. You see Jerry, wave Jerry. The follow spot operator was Brianna Venegas. Brianna. All right, starring as the padre in both Maria and La Llorona was Jonathan Reyes. And starring as Jose Enrique Escobedo. Luis was played by James Fowler. Or playing our cuentista in both Maria and La Llorona was Serenity Zuniga. Our bruja, or señora Araña, was Lauren Morales. And playing the title role of Maria, Karemi Flores. All right, going over to La Llorona, we have the stage manager with Brian Bueno. Brian. Playing the part of the tailor, Rodrigo Lozano. Playing the role of Juanita, Daniela Salazar. Doña Camila was played by Maria Vallejo. Playing the role of Auku, Miguel Herrera. Playing the role of Don Horacio, Jesse Cisneros. And playing the title role of Isana, Ana Lucia Hernandez. These kids did a great job since they worked with me since August. Thank y'all for working hard, guys. They're going co-hands, and this is a bow for everyone. 1, 2, 3, go. Thank you for coming. I'm sorry we delayed. We had a few technical difficulties, but thank you for coming tonight.